The foreign ministers of the G20 nations are meeting in Johannesburg, South Africa. The big geopolitical focus remains the Russia-Ukraine war and trade disputes, in the backdrop of President Donald Trump's tariff offensive, with foreign ministers of Russia, China, India and others being present. Now, these are also some key bilateral meetings that are currently underway on the sidelines. Now, the Indian External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar held talks with his Chinese counterpart Wang Yi earlier in the day. In their 30-minute-long meeting, they reportedly discussed on the issues of peace along the border and the Kailash Mansarovar pilgrimage. Direct flights from New Delhi to Beijing were also taken up, amongst other things. Now, S. Jaishankar earlier met with Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. The focus there was on the recent developments in the Ukraine conflict, including Lavrov's meeting with the US officials in Riyadh earlier in the week. In his address during the G20 session on the global geopolitical situation, S. Jaishankar said that India has long advocated for dialogue and diplomacy on the Russia-Ukraine war front. He also added that the global geopolitical situation still remains very difficult by any definition, stressing that the purpose of a group like the G20 was to find common ground and to create a basis for collaboration. The conspicuous by its absence in South Africa is the United States itself. Now, the American Secretary of State Marco Rubio skipped the G20 FM's meeting, saying that South Africa was doing very bad things to the United States, insisting that he would not coddle anti-Americanism, as he put it. The G20 Foreign Ministers Meeting effectively sets the stage for the G20 summit in South Africa in November. And our correspondent Calden Ongmu has been tracking the story very closely for us from Johannesburg and has sent us this report.
Geopolitical tensions and rising.
In a very important and significant meeting, India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, who's participating in the G20 meeting of foreign ministers in Johannesburg, held a bilateral with Chinese Minister Wang Yi. During the meeting, India's minister told Chinese side that both the countries should recognize that in a polarized global situation, India and China have worked hard to preserve and protect the G20 as an institution, and that in itself testifies to the importance of international cooperation. Chinese Minister Wang Yi emphasized that as neighbors, both the countries should engage in mutual beneficial cooperation. This is Calden Ongmu from Johannesburg, South Africa for WION The World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.